Lots of people have been asking me if I can demonstrate how to use the local engagement booster. Let's go straight into it. I'm in mapranking.com, our website, and the way to get started is clicking where it says Run Tracker in the upper right corner. Click on Run Tracker. You're going to be taken to our dashboard. And first of all, you want to go ahead and add a business. Go where it says My Business, search for your business name, or if you're an agency, search for your client's name right here. I just added this one. I'm going to demonstrate how to search for it. If I go and search for John for Eden, right here it is, John for Eden, and it shows the address. Make sure that the address matches the address being listed on your Google Business profile, or you can just go ahead here and click comma 4455 and type in the address directly on the search bar, and it's going to populate your Google Business profile. You could add multiple business profiles if you want. So I just clicked on it, I added, and once you see the business listed down here, click where it says view. Now, underneath where it says CTR, you see that there is a green check mark right here. You don't see that green check mark on the next ones, right? That's because we had paid or activated the software. When you book the onboarding call with Map Ranking, we'll activate the local engagement booster for your account. Once it's activated, you can click right here where it says view, and it's going to take you to, first of all, the Run Tracker. So before I show you how to enter the settings or what the local engagement booster looks on the back end, I want to demonstrate what type of results you're able to get, right? So for this business, I already looked up at their Google Business profile, the good source or the best source, I should say, for you to get information about what type of keywords you want to monitor rankings for, or you want to improve in, or you want to be using for the local engagement booster, is to go to the Google Business profile, go under the Performance tab, and scroll down to where it says right here, there's a huge list. Searches showed your Google Business profile in the search results. And then there's going to be a huge list right here. It's probably going to be 100 or more keywords. Gather all of those, work with those keywords. Maybe use ChatGPT. That's what I used. In this case, I already input all of my lists into ChatGPT, and I had them organize it for me. But we're going to get into that later. I know already, because I looked at the keywords, that the most important one was Bounce House Rental San Diego. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate for you Bounce House Rental San Diego. And I'm going to run a scan, a 7x7, around 5 miles around their office to see in real time, and for you guys to see what kind of rankings we are able to achieve for a business in which we're using the apps like the map check-ins, the local engagement booster, and we're also doing our map ranking booster program where we do the local SEO also for this client. So the scan just finished. We're going to click where it says view, and we're ranking in the top 3 positions for 57% of our service area. So 57%, we're in positions 1, 2, or 3 in the 3-pack. And then there is a 38% where this business is ranking in positions 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And it's very, very close to be in the map pack in the top 3 positions as well. Let's go ahead and click in some of those areas where the business is ranking in position 3, for example, to see who are our top competitors. We can see right here, Magic Jump Rentals is one of our top competitors. San Diego Kids Party Rentals and June for Eden is position 3 in this specific location. A good thing about a Run Tracker is that it has a lot of built-in features that you can use to further understand what's going on with your local visibility. I'm going to compare this client of ours to the number 1 position up here in this area called Magic Jump Rentals. Just click here where it says compare, and it's going to populate a report that shows how my rankings are in comparison to this other guy. Okay, so here we are. Both scans were done during business hours, open during the scan, meaning the business was already open when I did the scan. This is an important thing to pay attention to. If you run a scan while the business is closed, the results are altered. They are not accurate. So you always want to make sure that when you are running a report for your clients or even for yourself, if you're the business owner, that you're running this report while the business is open. Our tool will notify that to you. Now, for the keyword Bounce House Rental San Diego, which is according to the Google Business Profile and ChatGPT, the top keyword for this type of business, we are ranking, we have a 77% market share, our client. And the number one position up here where I clicked on that specific point on the map, this company called Magic Jump Rental San Diego has a 68% market share. So they are below us when it comes to market share. We have a better position throughout the entire service area for that keyword called Bounce House Rental San Diego. Now let me go back, and we can continue to do this and use our tools, our rank tracker, to continue doing research and to further understand, okay, so this other guy here, number 4, where are they ranking? They're ranking in this area. In this area, they're positions 3. We are in positions 4. So let's take a look into what's going on in that specific area. Maybe we need to do more map check-ins, which is exactly the case in this business. We need to do a little bit more of geolocation posting and map check-ins in this area up north of San Diego, where this company is positioned into position 4. That means there are some other local businesses that are closer to that area that are ranking better than us. If we just do a little bit of map check-ins and more of the local engagement booster, we'll definitely be going from position 4 to be in the top 3. Now let's go ahead and set up the CTR Booster or Local Engagement Booster. I'm going to go here into my tab called CTR Booster. Let's assume I'm a client and I already went through the onboarding. The CTR Booster was activated for me. If that's the case, I'll be able to see it back here. Jump for Eden, it says activated, meaning the software's up and running. When I click on activate, I'm able to see what settings the company map ranking set up for me. When we're going through the onboarding, we'll do this with you, either with a client, or if you're an agency and you're reselling this, we'll also configure this with you. The first thing that we want to look at is select the target radius around which we will perform CTR actions for the business. By default, the radius is 1 mile. We always advise to get started slow. So meaning we move this to approximately 5 miles to start sending engagement signals. Let me move this a little bit up. And you see this gray area around here, around where the business is located. Let me zoom in a little bit. This is where the business is located, right? So if I select 5 miles, I'm going to be sending engagement signals 5 miles around where the business is located. As I make progress, as my rankings continue to improve, I'm going to continue to expand that to 6, 7, 10, 12, 15, and continue to expand the number of interactions. CTR actions mean engagement with the profile. Our system clicking on the profile, doing searches, targeted searches for Bounce House Rental near me, Bounce House Company, Bouncy Castle Rental in San Diego, interacting with that profile, locating that profile, interacting with it, clicking on get directions, and creating those that type of actions, right? So step number 1, we select the radius, how much or how far away are we going to start doing the engagement signal. Step number 2, please enter all keywords that appear under your Google Business Profile tab. And this is an interesting point, because the reason why I want you to do this is so that you have or you give us the full list of keywords so that we can determine what are the best ones, in case you don't already know that. If you do, great, then you could probably even skip this, because what I really care about is the next 3 tabs: money keywords, near me or city keywords, and branded keywords, and then also long tail keywords. If you gave us this whole list of keywords, let's say your Google Business Profile, there is over 100, we'll do the research for what are the best keywords we should be using. And there is tools that we have for that. I'm not going to get into those tools right now. But then once we do that, like in this case, let me give you an example. Once you run it through the tools and you determine, then I use ChatGPT. I'll go into ChatGPT and say, hey, these are my best keywords. Now I need to group it into different categories, because I need right here my primary or money keywords, my city or near me keywords, or my branded keywords, or my long tail keywords. Let me go one by one so that you understand what's the purpose behind this. Money keywords or search terms indicate a high purchase intent from the user. Meaning when somebody is searching for that keyword, it's very, very likely that they're looking to purchase the service. They're looking for a company because they want to take action and hire that service or purchase that product. Meaning they're actively looking to buy a product or service, not just gathering information. They're typically a high cost per click. If you're using Ahrefs, if you're using SEMrush or any type of paid keyword research tool, those typically have a high cost per click when you look at those keywords. So once I get those, I have my money keywords right here: bounce house rental, bounce house rentals, bounce house for rent, bounce house rentals near me. So I'm gonna go ahead and gather my money keywords. I'm gonna enter them here, and I have my list of money keywords. Now, near me keywords, or what we prefer to call city keywords, are location specific search terms used in local SEO to help local businesses appear in search results for customers in their geographic area. It's what people call near me. Keywords are implicit, they rely on a user's device location to find the local business, while city keywords are specific, including a specific city. I just got a little confused. Let me give you the exact example. City keywords are the ones that either say near me or they mention a city or a neighborhood or a zip code. For example, bounce house rentals San Diego, bounce house rentals San Diego, bounce house San Diego, San Diego bounce house, San Diego bounce house rental, San Diego bounce houses, San Diego jumper rentals. So all of those that say either near me or they mention the city, in this case San Diego, or I'm going to go ahead and paste all of those keywords, hit enter, and I have my list. Did I copy the whole list? Let me make sure. Yes, I did. So I enter all of my city keywords. Either they have the city name, the neighborhood name, or a zip code, or even a near me term. Then I go for branded keywords in SEO. Those are search phrases that contain a specific brand name, or a variation of the company name, indicating that the user is looking for something from a particular company. This is where you use our name, right? So in this case, I group them down here. If a person is looking for jump for Eden, jump for Adan, or altogether jump for Eden, all of those keywords are what we call branded keywords. We have to enter them here. They will help our searches look natural and increase rapidly the ranking for this business. And long tail keywords. A long tail keyword is a longer, more specific search phrase, typically consisting of 3 or more words, that lower search volume but higher conversion rate than in a generic short tail keyword. And I also put them down here under long tail keywords. So again, ideally, guys, we do this research before we set up. I mean, we have to do this before we come and start setting up the CTR or local engagement booster. Now, map pack daily conversions. Map pack conversion is a customer action that directly results from a business appearing in the Google Map Pack, which is the prominent display of 3 local packs on Google Maps. So we want to have Map Pack daily conversions, where it says right here, we want to have it on. Ideally, we start in low or medium. Low is ideal for businesses that are just getting started, meaning your Google business profile almost doesn't have any keywords or almost no interactions, or doesn't have almost any reviews, or you just verify it recently. Guys, starting low, at least for the first month, and then you jump into medium. If you have actions going on already, if people have been interacting with your profile for the last couple of months, then it's safe to start in medium, ideal for companies actively improving and are just trying to continue to improve their rankings. Aggressive is ideal for businesses that have been doing this already for a couple of months. Okay, so then we move to driving directions. That's an action that we definitely want. Driving directions to your profile, just like an Uber or a Lyft driver requesting directions to your location. Our software will simulate those navigation requests as well from different points throughout your area, which signals to Google that people are actively visiting your company, visiting your office or your profile. You want this on, unless you are a service-based business and you don't have a physical address. If you don't have a physical address, then we need to have this turned off because we cannot get driving directions and the software will get confused. And finally, engagement signals or engagement actions. What type of engagement actions, besides searching for those keywords, finding your profile and interacting and clicking on your profile, we also want clicks to your website and clicks to call. Actions like clicking on your phone number, viewing your photos, clicking on the photos on your profile, clicking on the reviews, pretending like it's a real human who in a specific location searched for that keyword, found your profile, clicked on your photos, looked at your reviews, clicked on your profile, clicked on your website, and maybe even clicked on your phone number. Google loves those interactions, so we want to have this both on and on. And once you have finished, once you get here, you click submit, and that's it, guys. We have our CTR or local engagement booster ready to use for your business. If you have any questions, just book a call right here where it says book a call with Map Ranking. We're offering, we have two versions for marketing agencies because we have a partnership with many marketing agencies that are using our programs to resell it or to help their clients. But we also have the option of managing all of this for you. In the case of the local engagement booster, if you go right here on the pricing, we manage it as what we call the Map Ranking Booster, where it's primarily the local engagement or CTR booster, which works even better, way better when it's used in combination with the check-ins, with our Map Check-ins app. But for any of this to work, we also have to do what's called entity reinforcement. And if you guys don't know what entity reinforcement is, do some homework, go on my website because I have so much information about that. But you definitely need to do entity reinforcement at the website level and also at the Google business profile level. For anything else, not just the local engagement booster, anything else you guys want to do, you need to make sure you have good, strong entities that have a good reputation. Okay. And finally, we have a free trial of the rank tracker. If you are still not monitoring your rankings, go into Map Ranking, go where it says My Business. You have a free some free credits, but also if you message us or if you work with us, we'll give this to you for free because this is a great tool for you to do prospecting, to analyze businesses in your area that maybe you want to pitch SEO services to, or maybe for retention. You want to be sharing this type of reports with your clients on a monthly basis and want to be comparing how your rankings are doing in comparison to some of the other local businesses. And you want to schedule this also because we could go ahead and edit our heat map. And then also, hey, I want to make sure that I run this weekly. That way, every single week on a Monday or maybe on a Wednesday, I want to see how my rankings are improvement. Although the best way is to do it monthly so that we give it enough room for Google to update all of the changes we're doing while we're working on the Google Map Ranking Booster program or the Map Pack Dominator. Many of those changes take a couple of weeks to actually get indexed and be recognized by Google. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed and you learn a little bit more about how we use in the back end our local engagement booster.